Hi everyone, today we're going to make a bracelet using these. I think they're dyed lapis, but they're supposed to be lapis. They might not be. But, and these crystals, and this little thing I made years ago. It's resin with a pour painting, like a circle of a pour painting that I did before. And we're going to use yellow brass, and it's 3.5 inches long, 20 gauge, round, and it's dead soft. So let's get started. Well, I need to cut open my beads, don't I? So I don't have them even cut open. I don't know how many I'll need, but I've got 6 wires cut there. So that should take the space of the center one. And what we'll do is we're just going to make links like that. I'm going to open it up, and we're going to go ahead and hook it to this. Oh y'all, I put some photos up on let's see, what is it called? I can't think of the name. Fine Art America. And it's under A Museful Life is my page. And I'll try to remember to put it in the description below. But yeah. We've taken pictures around the area and when we were in the mountains, and hopefully I'll have some of the beach up there later. And I'm going to try to, if I can get the colors right, I'm going to try to put my paintings up there where you can get a print. If I can get the colors to cooperate. I tried to scan something the other day, and it just did not look like the painting at all. I don't know if it was the color, I think. One of the colors don't translate good. So there's a way to adjust them. I just have to sit down and take the time to figure it out. I've been dealing with some stuff. That's why this video is going to be up late today. So we're going to use a green crystal. See, I'm going with the colors that's in it, the green and the blue. So we'll use a green crystal, and then we're going to use one of these bead caps and a lapis. And then another big cap. And I hope I'm not out of shot. I try to film by myself. I would do better with somebody filming me. But my husband is not able to stand that long and film for me. So I've got you on the stand, and I hope y'all can see. I'm going to roll it down. That's why I'm out of shot so much, is because I'm doing it by myself. And yeah. But yeah, I posted, there's some horse pictures up there. There's some mountain pictures. There's one mountain picture that I snapped, and it just so happened this little bee was flying towards me, and I don't remember seeing him. And he's in the picture, just buzzing away. And yeah, I posted that one. And I'll try to put a link in the description. And I've posted, I think I've put up one of some with the lily pads. I've got some swans that I might put up. Or a swan and some ducks. We almost had a picture of an egret. I think it's, no, it wasn't an egret. It was a blue herring. Yesterday, we were driving through a town near us, and there was a pond there, and there he sat up on the pole sticking up in the water, and I'm like, grab a picture of that. And my husband just wasn't quick enough, because I was driving, and yeah, he wasn't quick enough to get it, because he had to get the camera out and get the lens cap off, and yeah, and he's not used to taking pictures. I'm usually the photographer. So yesterday we spent time letting him take pictures around. So, yeah, I'm planning on putting a few more up. We'll see. I need to really have them print one to let me see what their quality is. But been dealing with different health issues, and I got some new shoes. I've already bought 2 pair, and I went to the doctor the other day, and he says, no, you've got the wrong kind. He says, you need to get stabilizer shoes. So I got the Brooks brand. I went up to town, and there's a place there that has the old-timey thing that you put your foot in, and they slide it over to see how wide your foot is, and they see how long your foot is, and then they'll fit you for shoes. I haven't had that done since I was a child. That was interesting. And it wasn't probably a block away from where I had it done as a child, because he even remembered the store. It was wow. It was nostalgic. A little bit. Yeah, I told him, I said, I guess if I can get used to walking in these, he told me it'd take me a little bit to get used to them. And I'm like, yep, it is. But they work a little bit better. I don't feel like I'm sliding. So if y'all ever have trouble with your heels going in or your heels going out, these things, oops, I don't know what I was thinking. I could alternate that, couldn't I? And put a green one in? Nah, let's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to help with pronation and, what is the other one? If your heels go inwards, it's supposed to help with that, and it's supposed to help with if your heels go out. And they're called stabilizer shoes. And what the guy explained to me is it's got like a cup that your heel sits in, and it holds your heel so your heel don't turn. and over pronate or over whatever the other one is. So we're going to take my husband and go back up there when we get enough money to get another pair of shoes and get him a set, because he's the opposite of me. He walks on the outside of his feet and I walk on the inside of my feet. So it might help with his balance, considering he's had strokes and everything. He walks like he's drunk. So, and he don't drink. I just wish he could walk better. Because he staggers whenever he walks. And I know that as he gets older, that is not going to be a good thing. My son's downstairs working on something. I can hear him with a power tool. I think we'll do 3 on each side and put a clasp. I don't know what clasp I want, so I might just stop on this side and do the other side. I saw a video of my little niece, and she was doing the this tap. My mother had us in tap whenever we were little, but she's in tap, and she's got downs, and it was so special. You ought to have seen her. They did the if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, and then the stomp your feet, and yeah, it was so cute. I'm going to leave this one hanging because I want to see how long it is, and then we'll work on this side. Because I need to know how big a clasp to put on. And, yeah, we might just wind up putting one bead there. Let's do another one. Yeah, we had 2 hurricanes off the coast of North Carolina sometime this week, and I am so grateful that they did not come in. Because I think we've had enough of hurricanes for a while. Well, we probably haven't had enough of them. I'm done with them right now. Because years ago, Hugo, oh my, whenever Hugo came through, it came through the Piedmont, and I think it did wind up in the mountains. But we had so many trees down. It was bad. don't like those hurricanes. Need to be a way to just direct them offshore and just have them out in the ocean. And just... You remember that old, was it Star Trek? I forget. It's either Star Trek or Stargate or something. They had some kind of device that would control weather. And they took it from the people that had it and was controlling weather on Earth, and then they had to wind up giving it back. I forget what that was. That's what, I mean, if we could just push them off the coast out to sea, that would be a whole lot safer for people. Alright, wrap it around, go around. Whoa. Well, I thought I had a hold of it. I broke my really good reading glasses, and my husband just went to Dollar Tree and got some other ones, and I haven't got the label off on them yet, or not the label, but the thing. I need to get them out and use them, because I don't aim good. Close-up little stuff is where I have my problem. I dropped it. So, are y'all ready for fall? We drove up to the mountains the other day and drove around. I was sort of hoping that the leaves were changing up there because they were starting to change down here, and yeah, they're not. They probably are now, but I don't know if my nerves can handle. I might have to use a different thing. I don't know if my nerves can handle going up there again. That's the first time going in my son's car, and whew, some of those areas going downhill, I was wondering if we were going to just slide off the mountain. Not that he was driving wild, it's just so steep, and the car it didn't want to downshift, because he tried to downshift it, and it's like, nope, I ain't having that. I don't know what he's down there. He's grinding on something like that. Mine's a little wonky looking. Oh, and he's trying to make some templates to mark stones with, so you can, mark them where they're calibrated instead of like this. This is our free form. He's gonna make some templates to mark stuff that's, that you want to keep a certain shape. Or he's trying to. He's working on it. And I told him that I'd put them up here if he could make them. Or put them on our rock cutting channel. But I'm sure some of y'all that do jewelry cut rocks too. Well, if I got it, I have to get out those other glasses. Green. Nice. And it got cold this weekend. It's been warm and it got cold. I don't know if we've got a cold front coming through. I haven't watched the news. I haven't had time to watch anything. I just see in the corner of my computer that, you know, there's a hurricane or something. I went and got my back looked at and my knees, and I'm going for my knees next week. Tried to get an appointment for everything at the orthopedic doctor. She says, "What do you want to be seen for?" And I said, "My back, my knees, and my ankles." And she says, "You have to pick one. I can't do all three." And I'm like, well, all right, we'll go with the ankles first. So I've already been about my ankles. So now I'm going about I went about my back. I want to do a little therapy on it. And I'm going about my knees next week. So let's see how big this is and whether I'll use probably a smaller clasp. A little tiny one, and I think that's going to be too little. I think I'm going to go with that one because it's similar metal. I mean, this part ain't, but I don't have any wire that's antique like that. And this will tarnish after a while, so it ought to match this eventually. So we'll go with one of these. I'm shivering because I'm cold. I should have put on my sweater, but I didn't. Now, we'll roll it down. Oh, and if y'all ever want to do research on anything, like medical, Google Scholar has a page. I mean, they list all medical studies that have been done. And if you go to Google Scholar and type in, say, what your problem is that you're looking for, and then you can try it with a bunch of different things and see if studies come up. I've been looking up vitamin deficiencies and different drugs that I've heard of, and reading the studies, and you can find some interesting stuff there. I was wondering, a lot of people say they go to Europe and they can eat the bread there and they can't here. And I was like, I wonder what all that would cause, what the difference is. And so I've been trying to research what's in their bread and what's in ours and different stuff. It's interesting. Because they do theirs different than us. And then you read their labels and it says wheat and egg, or wheat and water. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. Just trying to find a way to keep us healthy, I guess. I might order some of that wheat flour from over there and see how we do on it. At least I'm thinking about it. I think Redmond's has some, and so does King Arthur, but I'm not sure. That it doesn't have other stuff in it. I'll have to. I'm in the process of researching, so. But yeah, I've heard a lot of people go over there and they feel better, and they can actually eat the pasta and the bread over in Italy or France, and they come back home and then they still can't eat it here. So, I don't know. Something's up. There's some difference, unless it's just the type of wheat they're using. That could be it. You just never know. That's why I research. But if you go on Google Scholar, you can find all kinds of medical papers that have been written up in medical journals and like case studies and all kinds of where they've checked and where they've done like not a survey, but a study where they take so many people and they try them on this or that, and then they try them on a placebo, and then they report back, well, there wasn't a change, or there was a significant change, or it's interesting. My husband was trying to get a picture of a squirrel yesterday, and the squirrel wouldn't cooperate. It was so funny. I mean, it wasn't funny. He was really wanting to get a picture of that squirrel, and we were in the car, and he's got the window open, trying to take a picture of the squirrel, and the squirrel wasn't cooperating. And if I'd moved the car a little bit, the car would scare the squirrel, and it was like you couldn't win. Yeah, we couldn't win. We couldn't get that squirrel. Well, we got one picture. Or two, maybe. There might have been two. Of him sitting there, but he's so far away. I'm going to see if I can blow it up and make it a little closer. Make sure I've got everything on there. Might have done better to use the smaller one. This might wind up being for a bigger wrist than what I was expecting. I should have measured it. Oh, I about put it on with. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to put some rings on this to make it where it bend better, but yeah, I think it's already too long. I think I eyeballed it wrong. Alright. I'll hold it here. Doctor asked how long my back would fit out. Oh boy. And he's like, and you're just now coming to me. It's probably been out 15 years. Or at least not right for about 15 years. Because I sat in the floor and sorted some stuff. Went through boxes and stuff, and I was putting them to my right. And whenever I did, I guess I did a little bit too much, and I've done something to my SI joint is what I've done. And I think it's way too big. Yeah, this is more for an 8-inch. Oh well. Somebody will like it. Not everybody has a little wrist. That's way too big. I can get I'll get my whole hand in under it. So, yeah. maybe, I don't know, I might have to rethink this one later, but it's made. And I do know somebody that has a bigger wrist. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll just leave it like it is. Somebody like it. Not everybody has the same size wrist, that's for sure. Yeah, not everybody has the same size wrist. So somebody will like it. And if not, if I need to cut it down, I can always cut it down a little bit. And maybe just put one bead here. But y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking out to the end. And I'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care out there. Bye-bye.